They're telling us that they have another load coming to us.
I got 4 people right now that are calling me.
Okay, this is what I want done now. We have all these Amazon e-scrap mediums. So what I kind of want to do is I want to get this whole middle cleaned out, right? Yep. So we need to take these medium boxes, cut them down, open them up, see what's in them. If it's something super expensive, set it to the side till I get back to look at it. But if, you know, I see a ceiling fan right there, auction room. Just put everything in the auction room, okay? This whole middle should be cleaned out, and then all that stuff we just put on the side over there can be put underneath the shelves. A lot of room underneath the shelves. So this whole middle gets cleaned out, swept up again, ready to rock and roll. All the smalls I think are over there already, right?
This stuff?
Yeah, that can go underneath. These are just sweatpants that somebody threw in a truckload that we really don't want. Here comes the bread and butter of my business. I don't have a contract, but I have a subcontract. That means I bought out a facility, so I get every load from the facility. And I'm telling you, I just can't get enough. Some weeks I get 1, some weeks I get 3. I have customers from all over the state coming to pick them up for me, and I just can't supply everybody with as much FC as they need. So I need more subcontracts. If you know anybody out there with a contract that wants to get somebody to buy it out, please have them reach out to me. I need to get more inventory. It's coming in, it's flowing, it's just selling too fast. I don't know what to do. You can see, look at my dock is dry, everything is empty in the warehouse, you know. I still got a lot of lows that we're going through, but we got a lot of empty space in the warehouse now that I need to fill up loads. But this is just gold, you know. I got these 7-footers here. I do get about 20% food and drink in it, but the rest of the product is just gold. It's just beautiful. I just need to get more of it, and I don't know what to do. I've been searching, I've been looking. You know, when you try to get stuff in your area, it's never available, so it adds another $2,000–3,000 on shipping if I'm buying it from, you know, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Indiana. You know, it sucks to ship to Florida, but these are the best loads that I can find. They work in my bin stores, they work for flea markets, they work for a lot of different people who are buying and selling things. That stuff's free. I think, oh no, those are...
That stuff, all the eBay,
yeah.
the shit that Tom scrapped.
That's all been tested and is bad. So we can give away that stuff. That stuff hasn't been gone through. But that stuff has already been tested and is bad. So we can give that away, throw that away. But I mean, we're gonna have to start renting a truck again to get rid of the garbage. Yeah, but I'm saying we're paying $600 every time we unload this thing, and sometimes we're doing it twice a week. Where we were renting a truck for $200, we could take 2-3 loads and keep it.
Ethan, get rid of that dumpster and we go back to doing it the U-Haul way.
It seemed like we were always on top of it back then.
Because we couldn't let it pile up. Here, we look at it as a scapegoat. We can let, you
know who these guys are right here? These are actually statues from the 70s, from a famous TV show in the 70s. So far, I showed it to a bunch of people and they didn't know who it was. I'm gonna give you the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Shout it out, who is it? This is from Welcome Back, Kotter, right? So this is Kotter. Right? Welcome Back, Kotter. He was the teacher, right? The problem why most people aren't recognizing it, this is Epstein, I forget this guy's name, but we're missing Vinnie Barbarino, who was John Travolta, one of his first roles, and then we're missing Washington. So I did order the other 2 dolls, so we have the whole collection for the museum. And then over here, look at what I picked up over here, Paul. You might just get a different angle there, Paul. Some guy walked in with these dolls. These are from 1990, and so these are 35 years old. These are the original Simpson dolls, man. This is like when the show first came out. So I got the whole family. So the guy sold it to me for $30. I thought it was a steal. Boom, straight to the museum. So we're breaking down some e-scrap medium-sized pallets, right? You know, when they come in, I have no idea what is in them, what they, you know, this is what they look like. You can see black wrap, solid wrap. You know, we don't even know what's in these pallets when they come in, but we buy them for a flat rate, which is pretty cool. So breaking down this pallet right here, we got, I mean, it's not great because it's not used at a homeowner, but there's 30 condenser motors for air conditioners right here. So I don't know, maybe they're worth $100 a piece maybe? I don't even know. This is kind of cool here, look at these. Multifunctional AC, EV chargers, man. Chargers for electric cars. What is that, Jay? Oh, an LED scooter. Down here, we got a bunch of ceiling fans, a pool. We got a whole bunch of sump pumps, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 10 sump pumps in there. Those retail for about $100. What is this?
box.
Dressers. I don't know why they would have like dressers in an e-scrap pallet, but they do have it. And then at the bottom, look at all the charging cables, man. USB-C to USB-C charging cables, you know, like 1,000 of them down here, you know. And, you know, we probably can sell these for like $5 a pack on whatnot. So there's $300-400, you know. Those alone might pay for the pallet. Now, some pallets aren't great, but other pallets come in incredible. But you got to kind of balance the load out. Know that you're going to be taking in the good with the bad. What's over here? A bedside bassinet. A lot of kid stuff in this load for some reason. Here, a lot of the stuff you won't even know what it is. A lot of LED lights come in these loads. A lot of, you know, we got some like big wheels that had lights in the wheels, you know, and that's why it makes it electronic. Over here, we got a whole bunch of something here, Paul. Oh, I think these are LED art studio lights, and I think it's like a Marilyn Monroe shape, right? And there's like 100 of them. You get a lot of repetition. So I am now doing a live in-person auction every Saturday at noon in the warehouse. We're gonna show you that room there. We've been in the room 100 times, but we do. So we do whatnot every day. We do high bid for bigger stuff once a week, ends on Friday. And now we're doing live auctions, Liquidation Motivation auctions in the warehouse every Saturday. You know, the first Saturday we did about 10 grand in sales. Second Saturday, about 8 grand. But you know, we had over 100 people, 150 people coming in. And it's just another way to move some of this bigger, harder to move inventory. And you know, it's weird because in an auction format, a live auction format, some stuff goes super cheap. But then if you get 2 people bidding up on something else, you know, they bid it up to a price which was a lot more than you would have sold it for. Looks like a HEPA filter there. Lots of big stuff on the bottom here. What does that say? 14 light crystal chandeliers. See, this pallet's just full of stuff. And the good thing is it's e-scrap, right? So people have been asking me all week, how do I get e-scrap? How do I get e-scrap? There's e-scrap recyclers all over the country. Go find them, go talk to them. Go say, hey, when you get a load, can you let me know? When you get something in, can you let me know? You wanna be the guy, even if it's something you can't buy, you try to move it for them. You broker it for them and try to solve their pain points because they don't want 50 pallets of something in their warehouse taking up so much space. They need to move that stuff too, right? They need to clear space so they can bring in their regular supply of stuff. So find an e-scrap recycler around here. People, you know, I say that all the time in my videos and people still message me like, how do I find an e-scrap recycler? Open up the yellow pages. No yellow pages anymore. How about open up Google, google.com, and type e-scrap recyclers near me and go talk to all of them. Go find out what kind of deals they got in their warehouse. You never know, man. You never know who they pick up from. They might pick up from schools and get pallets and pallets of like printer cartridges that are worth a fortune on eBay. They might get computer monitors, old computers. You never know what they're gonna get. Find somebody who gets the Amazon stuff and you can hit a home run every time. So this is our new auction room. It's not really our new room. It was our retail room where we sold all of our furniture out of, but I built it to be an auction room. This place used to be a church. So they would do performances up here and have the crowd out there. So we built it into a retail room with the intentions of doing auctions. But then we started the online auctions with high bid and whatnot every day. And those auctions really took off. So, you know, a local auction company had a little split up and one of the auctioneers came to me. Well, I actually went out and got my auctioneer's license. It took me like 3 weeks to get it. I had to be on this online call for like 6 hours a night for 3 weeks. I had to learn how to chatter, and then I got my license. But then I never opened my own auction. So when he came in and said, hey, Tom, let me do the auction, you know, and we'll split the profits of it. So this is another revenue stream where I can get rid of inventory. You can see we got stuff loaded up on these tables for the auctions. You know, vacuum cleaners, fans, indoor sprinklers, humidifiers, carpets. We have tons of stuff in this auction room. So every weekend, now we do it on Saturdays at noon, every weekend, we take some of our mediums, we take our bigger stuff, we take our tools, our Lowe's tools. You can see the Lowe's tool wall over here, all the different tools on the wall. And then we have an auction. So last week, the first week we had about 130, 140 people show up. Last week about 100. We tried to do some more advertising, a big push this weekend to get more people here for this one. So the auction is fun. Some people don't like online auctions. And those are the people you're gonna get to your live auction. I like the online auctions, but some people don't like them. So having the live auction, it's fortunate that I have so much space in this building with 130,000 square feet that we could carve out 20,000 square feet for an auction house. But so far it's been successful. I'll keep you guys posted on how well it does. You know, I just, you know, it's so easy to buy stuff in this industry, but it's so hard to figure out ways to move it, to get rid of it, to send it off to the next person. So that's what the live auction is for.
For the locals, where can they find the auction?
For the locals, you can go to liquidationmotivation.com. You can go to our Facebook page, Liquidation Motivation. You go to the YouTube channel and get information, Liquidation Motivation. Guys, anywhere, just Google Liquidation Motivation, something will come up. It's in Lake Wales every Saturday at noon. There we go, one pallet already sold. It's only been 5 minutes since it's been in the door. All my employees are making phone calls. They're gonna be gone, and then I'm gonna be stuck again next week, not having any inventory for my bin store. It just happens every week that way.
Can you open it and see what's in it?
Yeah, you can open it and see what's in it.
How's it going?
So why'd you choose this pallet?
Because it's got boxes in it. You know, I need boxes. Had a Foreman grill on top that I saw. You can look in the top, but you can't take them apart. So that's what I saw right there. It's got at least 2 of those in it that I know of. Sealed in the box. And that looked kind of cool. The vintage wooden clock. All the rest look like straight mystery boxes, which in my experiences, the mystery boxes have always proven to be good. You can find iPhones, found a double Milwaukee drill set, lots of phones, lots of earbuds, Yeti cups. My girlfriend found a $350 Coach purse last week. So you never know what's in them. Anything that Amazon has on their website can be in a box. So if you look right here, this seal is straight from Amazon. It's not a vinyl tape, it's a paper glue tape. And only Amazon has this. They don't sell it to any other people who sell on Amazon. It's only Amazon factories that carry it. Nobody else does. And I know this because I researched it. If you don't believe me, you can YouTube and Google it yourself and see. So a lot of these are standard size mystery boxes, size 220s. So if you get an Amazon mystery box pallet, which usually comes 30 boxes on a pallet, this is the size you get. And they're usually packed really full. Those are the great sizes. You can get lots of really good stuff. One box can have anywhere from 50 bucks into it up to, I've seen up to $600 in one box. Let's open one up and see what's in one of the mystery boxes so we can just get an idea. Usually what I found is if you get a pallet of 30 and you open 2 or 3 of them, you can get a good idea what's going to be in them. Now, how do you market and sell them?
Uh,
I sell just mystery boxes to other vendors, and then I break them down and sell them at flea markets or online. This has got wedding hangers. Oh, racing goggles. Those are probably 100 bucks. Stainless steel vegetable cutter, that's probably 20 bucks. Some clothing, let's get down there. It's more of the wedding hangers. Some slippers, those are 20 bucks on Amazon. So already this box is worth 100 bucks. Decorative items, cell phone cases, iPad cases, otter boxes, Nike shorts. Find a lot of Nike gear. Find a lot of Yeti cups lately. Razor blade scrapers. There's 10 bucks each. So you can tell one box has well over 150, 200 bucks in it on average. All right, thanks guys. Party on and keep buying the pallets. You'll make money.
A little update on the museum. I found some really cool finds. You know, I'm building my video game section where I got the Nintendo, the Atari, another Atari, all the in-box Atari. I got the Odyssey on the bottom. And so I just picked up in the box, in really good condition, a Sega Genesis, guys. Who was using Sega Genesis? It's funny because it depends on how old you are, is what system you grew up on. You know, mine was, you know, even before the Nintendo. I was using the Commodore 64, right? And I was plugging in all the programming, and it would be just one ball like going across the screen. You know, so when Nintendo came out, when the Atari came out, then we could play Pong, we could play Asteroids. That's when things kind of got revolutionized for us. But, you know, somebody who's in their 30s, you know, grew up on the Sega Genesis system, and look at this in the box system. The box is clean. It's one of the best looking boxes I had. The same guy also had this Nintendo. This is the original Nintendo. Now I already have a Nintendo system in here, but you can see the box is a little tattered. So if I can find a box, this is just what they call the control deck. So that's just the system in here. But this box is super clean too. To think that this box came out in 1988, right? So that's 37 years old, and it's still in this good condition. I was super impressed with it. Going into the museum. What else do I got, Paul, here? Paul, I got some more, so don't leave me, okay? Somebody gave me a Coca-Cola refrigerator. I got to do a Coca-Cola display. I bought a vintage boombox. I'm gonna try to have a collection of all the vintage boomboxes that I can find. You know, probably 100, 200 vintage boomboxes. I'm gonna have electronics. I'm gonna have remember, it's pop culture. Here's another really cool thing that I found. I found a Nintendo DS Lite in the box. It is super clean. The unit is in there, right? The unit is clean, not scratched up at all. Here's the unit, no scratches. But then I went to my 3D printer, right? I'm gonna see how well that I can display this unit. So I 3D printed this off my 3D printer. So what I'm afraid of is, like, it looks like it's supposed to go like that, but if I wanna be able to open it up. So I don't know if it's gonna stay if I open it up. So let's give this a little try. Yes, it does. Boom, so I'll put that on display with the brand new box next to it. Super cool for people who grew up, like my kids. My oldest kids are like 23, 24. They grew up on this. Next thing, I went to Walmart and I noticed that Mr. Beast's Feastable lunchboxes were on sale for $5. So I'm thinking, like, I should buy like 1,000 of these and just put them away. You know, 20 years from now, this might be a super collectible piece. But so I picked up one of those for the museum. Mr. Beast is obviously a huge part of pop culture right now. Everybody talks about him. All right, if you're my age, and you love the Cowboys, an autographed Tony Dorsett cowboy helmet, huh? Tell me that thing isn't beautiful. Actually, my daughter bought this for me for my birthday. So I'm gonna put it in the museum for everybody to see. Tony Dorsett, baby, one of the greatest running backs of all time. And if you're a Cowboys fan, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. For my birthday every year, everybody knows that I like to drink whiskey. When, you know, after 6 or 7 o'clock at night, I like to have a couple glasses of whiskey. So my wife, for my birthday every year, buys me a bottle of whiskey. My daughter buys me a bottle of whiskey. My coworkers buy me a bottle. So I end up with like 10 bottles of whiskey, and that's my birthday every year, bottles of whiskey. This year, my daughter bought me the $400, I don't even know how much it cost, the helmet, the Cowboys helmet with Tony Dorsett. My wife bought me tickets to go see the Cowboys versus the Redskins in Dallas. So now I'm flying out to Dallas, gonna spend the weekend in Dallas. So hey, maybe I'll visit a couple bin stores out there while I'm in Dallas. But you know, so I mean, this year I was like, holy cow, these are the greatest gifts ever, man. It was just an incredible birthday. And you know, listen, I don't mind getting the liquor, but when I'm gonna get tickets to the Cowboys game and a helmet, that's a great birthday present. So the museum is coming along. I'm gonna wrap it up here. We now have 24 display cases that we can fill up. I've been a little slow about putting new things into display cases, but I'm getting there. And one of the best things that is, remember, we are a non-profit organization. We finally got our certification. So we can give tax deductions if anybody donates something to the museum. And people from all over the country, because of these videos, are reaching out to me about stuff they have that they think will work in the museum. So with all my heart, I thank you people who are trying to help me out with this museum. Remember, I'll never sell your merchandise, and if you want it back, I'll give it to you back. But it's gonna go in the museum. Hopefully I can have it built in 4 years. I got 4 years to get it all built. 24 display cases now. Needs to be thousands of display cases by the time I'm done. So I'm working hard at it. It's like I always work hard at my business, but then I always have a pet project on the side. This is my new pet project. It fills up my weekends. It gives me something to do at any time I have nothing to do, you know, and my family enjoys doing it. Who wouldn't want to go around buying toys everywhere you go, right? And pop culture items and cool things, you know, so it's fun. It's fun. And I got to, you know, I still invest my money, but I take some of that money and now I'm investing in this pop culture museum. Jeremy, what do you think the status of the liquidation world is right now? How is it going out there?
Great question. I usually ask Tom.
I ask you for advice. What are you talking about? No, Jeremy is always hustling loads. Listen, if you guys need loads, reach out to me, 315-778-8744, or Jeremy.
817-703-6598.
You know, you can reach to us anytime. If you just need advice, you just need help, you need just direction on loads. And listen, if you're gonna buy a load, send it to us first, please. Send us the load. We're gonna give you our honest opinion on it, guys. Too many of my friends, too many of my followers are getting burnt out there. Too much processed shit going on in the market, guys. So send us the load. Hey, I'm buying a load from this state. This is what it looks like. Here are the pictures. Well, what do you mean you don't have pictures? You better get pictures. Nope, that load's been processed. It's touch. I wouldn't recommend it. We'll give you our honest advice, guys, for free.
Absolutely.
You can't beat free.
I can't beat it. Do it. Send it in.
Guys,
send it to us.
Send it to us. So guys, thanks for watching our channel tonight. Liquidation Motivation. You know, I heard like 50-something% of you haven't subscribed yet to this channel. So if you guys would like to subscribe, please go down there and help us out and subscribe, guys.
Just hit that bell. Bing.
Ding. Guys, thanks for watching. Now go out there and make some money.